Is it going? Let me look. Yeah, it's riding.
I moved it a little bit. Is it okay?
Well, I'm just trying to get my hair to look nice and fancy. There's nothing like doing your hair, like taking your hair out of a ponytail, having it come down with a nice little flop, and then you brush it out and you look like Anne Hathaway in Princess Diaries. Do you know what I'm talking about?
She looked beautiful.
She did look beautiful, but not when she was a nerd. Hello? Princess Diaries, Anne Hathaway. Do you know what I'm talking about? Her frizzy ass hair?
No.
What the fuck do you mean no? Well,
I discovered something in the shower today.
what? You got a big old pussy?
Well, I already knew that.
Dude, what are you eating?
You want to clap?
She's been eating. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. God, dude, she's been eating the nastiest fucking candy this morning. She's like,
It was back to school week.
That Tootsie Roll is good. No one's ever said that. Other
Tootsie?
than you, I have never heard somebody put a Tootsie Roll in their mouth, close their eyes when they put it in their mouth.
Hey, if you're in the chat room and you like Tootsie Rolls, put a Tootsie Roll. Put a picture of a Tootsie Roll.
Ew. God damn, dude.
My mouth tastes so bad because of this hole in it that eating anything tastes good.
Okay, let me just real quick show you a picture of Anne Hathaway's frizzy hair. That's what my hair will look like when I brush it out.
Don't brush it. Just take it out and leave it.
I know. I had to. It was a little greasy.
That's why I have a wig on today.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you. When I walked in and saw the quality of that wig, I've seen it on video. It looked really good. And then today, even though you don't have a tooth, the wig makes up for it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
If you go out anywhere and somebody's got something to say to you, they're not gonna. They're gonna be like, I'd like to plow that gal.
They're like, hey, do you have a tooth missing? I'll be like, yeah. And then I turn around and they see the wig. They're like, what?
They'll be like, hold on a second. Let me touch your hair. And you'll be like, get the fuck off me. And then we'll put this big barbell through your nipple.
Through your hood piercing of your clitoral.
Dude, there is no way I could ever have a hood piercing.
It hurts.
So where is the hood piercing exactly? Is it actually on your clit or is it like right above your clit?
It's right above it.
Let me look. Because I remember there were a couple of risque gals when I was younger. And it was like it was like an urban legend when one of them had a hood piercing. Like you'd be like, dude, she's got a hood piercing? And dudes would be like,
he just
yeah.
say, ooh, I had one, Randy.
Randy just saw a clit and killed himself.
I did.
Mine
ew.
went this way. It didn't go sideways.
Wait, you had a hood piercing?
Yes. I had my nipples pierced and my hood.
Well, take off your shirt.
They're not pierced anymore. They got holes in them.
Hold on a second. Whoa. Number 1, if she smokes, she fucks. Number 2, if she got a hood piercing, she fucks. I am blown away by this. So, I mean, let's walk all of this through. I want to know what made you get it. Let's just tell us a story. This is fucking amazing. Look at that picture he Googled of the fucking... That looks like a straight up school diagram of a pussy hole. And that hood, heavy hematite stone door knocker for VCH piercing. What's VCH? Vaginal clitoral hood.
Vaginal.
Vaginal. Wow. Oh my God. Look at that hood piercing. It looks like a belly button ring, but on your hood. Is that what yours was like? Did you have a nice little gem with the yin yang?
No gem
on it.
It was just the circle with the ball on it.
Just like that. That circle with the ball.
Yeah, but there weren't 2 balls.
I mean, I'm just getting hot and heavy, wet in my pussy, wet ass pussy, thinking about that. I mean, so what made you decide to get your hood pierced? How'd you find out about it? Did your mom tell you about it, or?
No, my mom didn't tell me. I was at, well, this was during a time of my life when I was doing a lot of things that could be probably classified as manic bipolar.
Great. Sounds fun.
And I was at Pride St. Louis, and they had a tent set up where they were piercing. And I went ahead and got it done.
Hold on a second. The Libby that I know won't even shit in this house, let alone a public restroom. You're the only person ever, and I wish I had the kind of control that you do to be like, you know what, I don't poop in public, so I'm going to wait 6 hours and then head home and poop. I mean, I don't have that choice, so you're very lucky to just be able to hold it. For me, it's either going in my pants or on the ground.
Sometimes it does go in my pants.
Well, what I'm trying to say is the Libby that I know would never walk into a place and just open up her little pussy legs.
I was wild.
Wow. How old were you?
I was in my 20s.
And you were at Pride where? Tower Grove or downtown?
It was Tower Grove. It was before the downtown one.
Okay, so you were in the middle of Tower Grove walking around. Were you alone? Or were you with some friends?
I was with some gals, some lesbian gals.
And they were like, come on, just get your pussy hole.
They're like, if you want to do it, just do it.
Were you kind of like, guys, I think I might get my hood pierced?
Yep.
And they were like, do it.
And I did.
And you just walked right in?
And it was extremely painful. Not as painful as nipples, though. Nipples were the worst pain I've ever experienced.
So hold on. The part that you got pierced, so it's like up here. That's where, the top of my little pussy is.
It's the skin that covers
like
the clitoral.
Okay, so it's the skin right above your little roast beef, your little Hershey's Kiss in there.
Yep. Now smell your finger. How does it smell?
Took a shower last night. Give it a sniff. Just kidding. Social distancing guidelines. Oh, my God. I can't believe that you did that.
I can't either.
Wow.
I was wild.
I mean, let's talk about the wild, crazy sex you were having afterwards. Does the hood piercing enhance sexual relationships, or are you living in constant fear of it getting caught on someone or something? Because the kind of fucking that I'm doing, that kind of thing would get ripped right out. Because I'm fucking everyone.
It was one of those things where, oh God, how do I explain it? I just was in so much pain anyway. So depressed and in so much pain that that didn't touch the pain that was inside.
So what you're saying is you never found a dick big enough to heal your depression. I understand.
Yeah.
So any kind of sex you were having with the hood piercing wasn't awesome? You weren't like next level climaxing?
No.
It was just like, hey, could you get some witch hazel out and clean out my piercing after you had sex?
It was more like, if I have sex with you, will you love me? That kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's sad.
That kind of sadness.
Uh-huh.
Certainly, if I have sex with this man, he'll like me.
Why is Pizza Hut on my Google? That's what my phone registered.
Oh!
I mean, look at those hood piercings. Okay, so you didn't get what you wanted out of the hood piercing is what you're saying. Randy, can you turn Safe Search off? I want to see some real clips.
I mean, I liked having it because it was kind of cool, but I just got it to just get it. To be like, yeah, I got my hood pierced. What's up, brother?
Really big conversation starter.
Right.
Meet somebody new, shake their hand, lean in, kind of like.
Hood pierced.
I
don't know how to tell you this, but
I got my hood pierced, so.
Yep. Exactly like that.
Okay.
They're not even showing real pussies.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see a real pussy. If you got a photo, if you got a hood piercing and you're in the chat room,
put it in the chat room.
Put it in the chat room. Or send it on over to us. I bet Molly Daisy's got a hood piercing.
I bet she does. If you're in the chat room and your name is Molly Daisy, write Molly Daisy.
Send us your hood. Man, I'm just floored that you got a hood piercing. Did you yelp when you got it? Like, where was it?
It hurt. I remember that.
Did they, take precautions? Was that like getting your ears pierced at Claire's kind of deal?
It was Cheap Tricks, so it was very professional, clean.
Oh, great.
It was in a park, though. That was weird.
So
in a little tent.
Yeah. So if I walked into a Claire's, per se, this week, with a mask on, obviously, did a handstand, spread my legs open, and asked them to...
They won't do it.
They won't do it. Hey, you know what I just remembered?
I used to pierce ears at the mall.
We need to do the video, remember?
Yes.
Okay, I just remembered that because I said handstand.
Oh, she gave me a wink.
You used to pierce ears. What haven't you done? You're a veteran. You had your clit pierced. You had your nipples pierced. You were a piercer. Ooh, there's one. Click on that. Labiaplasty. Yeah. Okay, so where's the bottom of it?
Where's her pussy?
Oh, is that a dermal? Clitoral hood reduction. Why you want that? You need to, if you're out in the middle of a, camping with no,
it's genital mutilation.
And you don't have a tent and you need to cover your clit, how are you going to cover it if you...
If you have to lift up the hood to change the battery?
Clitoral hood reduction. I ain't getting none of that. I want mine to drape over my clit like a cloak.
A crimson cloak.
I want a straight up Harry Potter level cloak covering my clit.
You want it to be like a sheet. Somebody's making the bed and they have to do this a couple times to get it on straight.
Yep. It's like a fitted sheet. You got to really pull it over.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I'm not letting my clit just be out in the open. There's no way. Because look at that. That's so exposed. That clit is just, it's just really exposed. Can I tell you something?
It's exposed to the elements.
When I was younger.
Uh-oh. This is going to be good. I know it.
I, at one point, convinced myself that I had an STD. And I would just look. I would climb up because we had this extra bedroom that had it at my parents' house when I was in like middle school or whatever. We had this extra bedroom that had its own bathroom, and it was like nobody ever used it. So there were like spiders and bugs in there. And so, oh, this is it. We're getting to the real clits. Wow, God, those look ferocious. So what I'm trying to tell you is, I would sit with my legs, like this,
spread
in the
eagle.
Mirror. And I would look at my pussy hole opening, and it looked like a little clam. You know how it like all comes together, all like a baby little clam? And I seriously thought that I had, that my vagina was wrong, that my pussy hole looked wrong.
Because they don't teach women about their bodies.
No, I had no idea.
What did you think it was supposed to do?
I thought that I had an STI.
Because
which I have had chlamydia and stuff, so no big whoop. But that was later. That was in my 20s.
What did you think it was supposed to look like?
I guess I thought it was just supposed to be a nice, clean cut hole and not look like a puzzle piece of a clam. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where let me look up a vagina.
Or like that bird that has that long nose.
What bird?
That's not a bird. That's actually a primate, I think I'm thinking of.
It's actually a simian, so that was...
Oh, okay. Now he's looking up clams.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so the vaginal opening, that's what I was really worried about. Brutal vagina hole with weird toy inside. This is the kind of stuff, it looks like she's got a mosquito bite on her butt cheeks. Check it out.
Oh, yeah, maybe a little zit.
It could be a hole. Spider.
Did you Google pussy hole?
I think so. No, I typed in vagina hole. which is equally as bad. Very tight vagina, virgin hole. Jesus Christ, people are gross. And also, somebody definitely Photoshopped that. But what I'm saying is like the little hole. Okay, this is the part that I was always it was the membranes inside, like almost. You know what I mean? So look, like all that stuff on the side.
That's the stuff that the dudes like.
I didn't know. I thought it was wrong. I was like, oh my God, something's wrong with me.
Why didn't you ask your mom or Igor?
Because they don't even, there's no way. I could never.
In Russia, we don't have pussy hole.
We do not have pussy hole. We do not have any of this stuff.
In Russia, no pussy hole.
Brutal.
Now he's looking at medical diagrams of it. Oh, that's a big vagina.
I just showed her a really big vagina. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. It was this stuff. All of that kind of, you know what I'm talking about? It looks like a little clam. Like when you open up your little vagina hole.
Well, don't use the word little. I mean, not all everyone's little. When
you open up your vagina hole, whether it's gaping, whether it's the size of the Grand Canyon, whether it is the size of,
He typed in vagina. The stuff
Look at
that
he goes,
ugh. His Google search for us is incredible.
I know, dude. It's going to fuck everything up now when I'm searching stuff. Computer parts and vagina holes.
They're like, this guy's a freak.
This guy's going to be like, okay, we get it. He wants a sound processor that has a vagina print on it.
I love how these ladies are just opening it up. They're like, look at my hole.
I mean, I have like a birthmark on my pussy, too.
We don't believe you. You have to show us.
I am dead serious.
That one, ooh.
It's like a mole almost, but it's like skin colored.
Better get it checked out.
I already have. And they were like, nah, it's fine. It's like right on my lip almost. But I mean, I can still come, and I can still come on my medication, so that's good.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. I just got up to 20 milligrams. I was at 10, and now I'm going up.
How do you like it?
I don't fucking know. I mean, I'm still depressed and anxious.
How long has
I feel like I've had a little bit of results. Like, there's been a couple times where I'm like, I haven't had full-blown meltdowns when I should have.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, I feel like you said that you thought I was less fidgety. Didn't you say that?
Yeah.
Do you still think that's true?
I think so.
Really? That's good. I mean, that's like something I'm not really noticing. Rafe kind of said that too.
Rafe's like, can I fidget with your pussy hole?
Every day. The other day he said something to me. He's like, oh yeah, dry that pussy out. Because I was like stretching in front of the AC unit. And I was like, because I was so sore because I started working out again this week. And I'm stretching in front of the AC unit before I'm about to go out in the backyard and do my activities, my exercises. We'll get to that in a moment.
Activities.
I was getting ready to do my activities outside. And, God, I just looked down and that pussy was there. It's fucking scared me. I'm like, what the fuck is that? That thing's sick, but it looks exactly like my pussy hole. But yeah, the other day, I'm stretching down in front of the AC unit or whatever, and he's like, ooh, yeah, dry that pussy out. It said something nasty, and I was like, can everything not be about my pussy? And then he's been doing bits the last couple of days. Like, he touched my boob last night when we were in the car. He goes, oh, sorry. Can everything not be about my boobs? And I was like, that's cool. I'm going to fucking uppercut you.
Tell him he's gaslighting you.
Yeah, I'm going to tell him he's gaslighting my ass. I watched like a clip from the show Rules of Engagement today. Do you know that show? It's like David Spade and like Goldie Hawn's son or some shit.
No.
Either way, David Spade is talking to his friend who's just got engaged. And they're like just sitting there chatting or whatever. And his friend is like, yeah, like, I don't know, man. I'm just in love. And David Spade goes, oh, that's so gay. And this show's from 2007, dated. Right? He goes, oh, that's so gay. And then he's like, what? It's gay that I'm telling you that I'm in love with a woman? And he goes, nah, it's gay that you're sharing it with a man, because he's just using gay as like stupid or whatever. But I was like, man.
He's canceled.
That's dated as fuck.
He's canceled.
Listen, I said that shit when I was in middle school because that was like how we talked. In the early 2000s, that's just how you fucking talk.
We know better now.
Sure, you learn from it, you move on. You realize, hey, maybe that's not cool. Even if you're just saying it, it's like, oh, it's stupid. That's what they used to do. But it was wild to see it on a show that was on a network where he's like, David Spade's just like, ugh, that's gay. I was like, whoa.
David Spade.
He was so good in The Wrong Missy.
He's so good anyway.
Yeah. I also,
Hello?
Speaking of gay, our friend Max that made us the kitty cats told us that he was like, it's funny how much thinking and planning women go through before anal and how gay guys just hop on.
That's not what I've heard. I've heard gay men have a whole ritual.
He said, if you ever need an expert to consult on your show, let me know. So maybe I'll send him a text and say, hey, if you're open, let us know. But he also said there is a doorbell in a man's butthole you can ring before entering. Not sure if that's true for females.
Is it their prostate?
Maybe. I don't even know where a prostate is. I'm going to text him and say, if you're available, we're recording right now if you want to talk buttholes.
Ring my bell.
I'll say, if you want to ring my bell, ring our bell. That's good.
Ring my bell.
Otherwise, we can do it another time.
Well,
like I said, I don't even know where a prostate is.
It's up in your butthole.
I know you can milk it. Randy, you know where yours is?
My doctor does.
Got him. Randy, can you get up on the table so we can insert 1 to 2 fingers in your bottom hole?
It's not necessarily my jam, dude. When I picked my doctor, I got a new doctor a couple years ago, and I met all 4 of them in the office, and I picked the short lady with the real tiny little fingers. They look
Hold on a second.
They
So
look
did
like
you
short and overly sharpened pencils. They were so small.
So did you have every doctor come in and you rated them and decided who you wanted?
Let me
Yeah,
see
'cause
your
they
hands.
told me I could meet all the doctors and pick the one that I felt the most comfortable with. And I just looked at their
Oh.
fingers and picked the one with the small, skinny fingers.
She went, pick me.
Exactly.
That's fucking white male privilege, because I promise you, I've gone to the doctor's office, they're like, you're getting this one and that's it.
I promise I've gone and they said, you're fat. And I'm like, but I'm here because I have a weird mole. Lose some weight first.
I've walked in and they're like, oh my God, you did heroin and had hepatitis C? Get the fuck out of here. You're a piece of shit. And I'm like, I'm clean. Every time I meet a new doctor, they'll go, oh my God, you were 14? And I'm like, don't even start to try to dissect my life, okay?
You're like, I have a therapist.
You don't
It's
know
fine.
me.
But I want to get to know you. Wow, there's a ning nong.
A ding dong, ding a ling ling. Man.
Well, Max is going to be so sad that he's lost his chance because he's always wanted to be in
Well-
my videos. He always wants to be a family member of something.
because it's done.
This is his chance. and
That was his chance.
He lost it.
And
Sorry.
Sorry, Max. We're moving on. We're 23 minutes in and we're moving on,
We
okay?
got stuff to do.
We got shit to do. Man, I'm telling you.
So
Ooh, that's a nice little picture.
oh, look at that little finger just going in the rectum.
Wait a second. So the I'm trying to understand. Could you put your finger in my asshole?
I want to because I want to go straight. I would imagine that I would, if I put my finger in someone's butt, it would go straight up. But they're going sort of in to get that little
So
doorbell.
there's 2 routes in a butthole. Is that
It looks like it.
do I have a prostate?
No, because you don't have a ball. I don't know
So
if a
can
ball's
you look
connected.
up my asshole? What's in my asshole?
Ew. Bodies are gross. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it to you. I have to do it to Randy because
And Randy's not letting that happen.
Randy's like, I didn't wipe so good today.
I mean, I feel like there's times when it's like, I don't want to put my finger in a man's butthole, you know, like I don't want to put it in Rafe's butthole, but there will be some times if we're like getting real hot and heavy and 69ing. I love 69ing. I'm so sick of people that talk shit on 69ing. Now, I get if you're like, listen, I'm a bigger gal or I'm a bigger guy and you don't want to do it because of that. That makes a little more sense.
I just don't want to put my nose in somebody's sack area.
Your nose isn't in their sack. Are their body parts switched?
Because you're...
No. You're fucking just jerking off their shit. Their balls hang under.
I thought you put your mouth on their ding-dong when you're doing 69.
Yeah.
So your head is...
Or you jerk it.
They're turned that way and your head is in their...
No, baby, you're laying down. Man, most of the time, is under you. And you're straight up on top of them. So it's like you're laying like that.
Yeah.
You're not side to side.
You can do 69 side by side.
Yeah,
Either way, your nose is on their sack.
My nose ain't never been on their sack.
Do you know what 69 is?
My nose is not on their sack. Because look, I'm laying like this. I'm on top.
Right.
Okay. And say this is a dingling, and I'm sucking it. It's usually like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
But your nose is going to their sack area.
If I can get all the way down.
That's what I'm saying. It's facing the sack.
No, but my nose isn't hitting it. So, Randy, do you mind
because
that
when
I'm straight up sucking this thing off?
Because when you're...
Yeah, as long as everybody's happy.
When you're doing it in the normal position, your nose is facing their pubic hair.
Yeah, but this way, I mean, I'm laying back, and it's like...
And then their nose is going in your
here,
pussy.
And I'm going like... So when I'm sucking Rafe's dingling, we're talking, my nose isn't touching his sack. I mean, I guess sometimes, but I think my nose kind of curves up a little anyway. So it's like I'm going down. I'm going.
When you get to the bottom,
and his balls are hanging down because he's laying down.
Yeah, but
he's a grandpa. He's an old man. They're hanging down. They're not vibrating up like this. It's not like his dingling's here and I'm just sucking like. That's not happening. Man, we're going to need to put this through the washer and dryer.
What I'm saying is your nose is facing their butthole, taint, and balls.
Butthole's there, dude.
But it's going in the direction. If there's some doo-doo on there, that smell's going to waft up.
I farted while he's eating my pussy before. He can't help it. What am I going to do? Turn around and say, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. No, you just let it go, and then you move on. Keep sucking.
All I'm saying is I'd rather do it the other direction. That way my nose isn't in direct line.
You want him on top of you?
No.
I mean, look at that. What a great... I mean, that 69ing picture is just so fun.
Sensual.
It's super sensual. And there's sometimes it's like, you just grab under their legs and you're just like, ah, And sometimes I just want to be like, but then I'm like, ew, no, I'm not putting that in there.
All I'm saying is if I'm going to have a ding-dong in my mouth, I want my nose facing their body and not their exit butthole area where farts come out of.
But I'm telling you, the nose is not, their ball sack is kind of tucked under.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
Their ball sack, it might be laying up on the bed, but their asshole's under them.
But look.
Do you know where a butt is?
Let's say that this is something stinky, like a rotten egg. Right?
Whoa.
I'd rather have my nose over here than right here in direct line of rotten egg. If I had to make a choice, if they said you could only face one direction, I'd rather face this direction than this direction.
You don't want any chance of a toot or doo-doo coming up.
And just the sweaty taint area, just the ball.
Once you get spit going on there and you're just jerking it and it's dribbling down, ain't nobody worried about any of that.
Good.
All the smells turn into one.
All I'm saying is I'm not ever doing it again, so it doesn't matter.
I could not do that one because it's like when I'm getting my pussy hole eaten, I want that thing right there. I want my pussy.
Which one are you talking about?
That side to side one. I want my pussy just like this, and I want maximum capacity. Now, if it's sideways, it's going to be a little closed.
There is some kind of debris or something that came out of your mouth.
No, it's not. It's a string, I swear.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God it's not debris.
I wish it was.
Oh, God. But, I mean, I want this thing open and like, because like I said, I got a big old cloak covering my little clit. My Little Clit, that's a new toy for the children, okay? Not My Little Pony anymore. It is My Little Clit.
My Little
Starring that wig. Any pastel wig, it's a new porn star.
Wow, look at that beautiful cloak.
You know how much I love Renaissance festivals.
He wrote Sith Lord. He typed in Sith Lord.
You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to get a bunch of hood piercings all up and down my pussy lips, and I'm going to tie it up like a Renaissance fair corset. And I'm going to tighten it up.
That's a thing.
And then I'm going to open it up
That's a thing.
when I'm ready to let someone in. By someone, I mean my partner.
I think that's an actual piercing where they go on the vag lips.
Sounds fun. I've seen it on women's backs, and I'm like, that's just too much. Why don't you just wear a corset that ties up in the back?
It's not
How about
edgy.
that?
It's not edgy enough.
Doing 69 side by side. Randy, do you like 69ing or are you not into it?
I'm all about that shit, man.
You are?
I love it.
It's great. I mean, there's so many people that are like, oh, God, I don't want this body on me. I want maximum cum. I want the kind of cum like in my bit where I cry, okay?
Mhm.
That's what I want. Full body, full throttle coming. I don't want none of this.
Well, I got a weighted blanket, so I don't need anybody.
You got a Satisfier Pro too.
I got a
So clearly
15-pound.
you need someone.
I got a 15-pound blanket.
How often are you Satisfier Pro 2-ing it?
Oh, probably once a week.
That's nice. I don't masturbate.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be honest with my friends. Why'd that get weird?
It didn't.
Why did you go?
It felt very like,
Okay.
I don't have to masturbate because I have a partner who is
No,
a ding-dong
no,
that he
no,
puts
no,
in
no,
me
no.
regularly.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is like it's just for a very long time I didn't even know that like you use your clit to come. And I would just like take a curling iron and just jam it in my pussy hole, you know, or like the edge of a hairbrush and just be like,
and you're like, why isn't this working?
Yeah. And it was always like, oh, cool, that like feels good or whatever. But it's like no one ever took care of me,
Oh.
you know, for a long, long time. So,
Or took care of your pussy, am I right?
oh yeah, look at that tooth. Yeah, no. So I just never knew. I had no idea, and so I don't think I ever fully learned how to masturbate by myself.
So you never had somebody spit on it and then go, oh, you like it? Oh, you like it? Which is always in a porn. It's like, no one likes that. Stop.
No, you need to take care of it. It's not like that. That's like trying to get a stain out of a shirt.
Oh, you like that stain? I'm going to get this stain out with some Tide.
I don't
on
like.
the go.
Oh yeah, let me get a little Tide on the go and just. I don't like the idea of them being like.
You look like you're cold. I'm freezing.
I'm very sweaty, but I just don't like that they're doing that in
Well,
pornography.
you know how pornography
films.
is. They're like, let's do something really outrageous to get these guys off.
Tried watching it one time with Rafe. I mean, and I feel like I used to watch it when I was younger more than I do now. I don't really watch it.
That's why you got to watch Outlander porn.
Listen, it just feels so like fake and weird to me. I just don't. I know that a lot of people love it, and I am. Rafe watches porn all the time and jacks
Does
off
he
to
really?
a lot. Yeah, it's great.
Is he like,
Maybe I shouldn't have outed him for that.
oh, that's so funny.
But
I love it.
yeah, I don't give a shit.
What kind of, does he watch mature anal? Like Crystal?
Yeah, he watches lots of mature anal. He's just always analing it up.
I don't know why, but I never thought he was a porn guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh boy, He loves porn.
I don't know why I didn't. I guess I don't think of my friends as sexual beings.
Did you think Rafe was a porn guy, Randy?
I pretty much assume all guys are porn guys.
I mean, I think that's a safe bet. And I mean, I know I've heard of these guys that are like, I can't stop watching porn.
Wow, those guys are psychos.
They're crazy. The guys that just can't stop, and they're just like, anytime, it's like they're at a family dinner, and they're like, like in the bathroom, they're like, I'll be back in a minute. And they're like,
I guess it's an addiction like no other.
Sure, but
I don't have a problem with it. It was the guy that you were portraying that was scary.
Yeah, the guy that's all he thinks about. They're obsessed with it. I know that there are cats like that, and I'm like, Rafe just, he likes to jacket to some porn, and that's great.
Does he? I would love to hear his take on this, but does he do it in the bedroom or while you're at work on the couch? Like,
should we call him?
Yeah, he's gonna be embarrassed, won't he?
Let's see. Hey, babe, can we call you and talk to you about porn?
Specifically, you jerking off to porn.
Specifically, you J-O-ing to porn.
God, my breath. It just stinks. My sister just said she has beautiful teeth talking about you. I think somebody else said that too.
Rafe just goes, yeah. Here, why don't you start this off? I'm going to hand you the phone.
Aaron said her teeth. Sis said her teeth. Did he say okay?
Yeah, you just said yeah.
Hello?
Hi, Rafe?
Yeah?
This is Libby Higgins with Slop City Podcast.
Look, payment's in the mail.
No. We don't need any payment. We're doing a section today. Are you on speakerphone?
Yeah, should I not be?
Yeah, because it just sounds terrible. It's echoing.
This better?
Let me see. Yes. So we're doing a segment today on men and pornography. And what we wanted to know is if you...
Well, we talked about how you're J-O-ing it to porn all the time. And Libby was like, there's no way he's a porn guy.
I just don't see you sitting down with a tablet or phone and spreading your leg and then J-O-ing to, I don't know, mature anal. What are the choices?
I don't know. I'm not too picky. I never get past the first page.
First page.
I feel like that's how you know if you have a porn problem, if you're having to get to like page 10 or 12 before you find something to your liking, you've gone over the stroke master limit.
So you just like to see a ding dong going in a hole?
Yeah, sometimes, sure, it's good enough for me.
He sounds like he's just like answering, like someone's asking what kind of pizza he wants. He's like, I don't really care.
So, and
what do you want to know?
This might
First of all, you're discussing my masturbation habits on your podcast, so I'm being pretty cool about that. So let's back this train up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not like a porn fiend type guy, but yeah, I'll watch a little porno. I tried to get Tina to watch it with me one time. She did not like it.
I told them that.
Oh yeah, didn't go well. What are you gonna do? You try stuff out and you cross it off the list.
Right. I guess mostly my thing was I don't imagine any of my friends having sex or masturbating. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
So it really caught me off guard.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry that you were traumatized by my jail habits today.
I'm not traumatized, but since you shared, I'll share with you what I jerk off to.
Okay.
I watch, there's two...
Wait, I want to tell you what I think you jerk off to first.
Okay.
I think you watch old episodes of Baywatch and J
close.
In like Knight Rider.
There's 2 scenes in Outlander that I watch.
Okay.
And both of them, this is what gets me. He asks her if he can have sex with her. He asks for consent. And for some reason, that makes me bust a nut all over.
Oh man, this. Okay, I believe you, but also like that sounds a little too woke to me. But I believe you.
It's not woke. It's like 2 of the best sex scenes in the whole series. But one of the things about it.
So you want to get banged out with a guy wearing a wig to prevent him from getting lice.
Yes.
Right? Isn't Outlander set in colonial times?
It's set in the 1600s.
Yeah, because men were known for respecting women and getting consent back in those days.
That's why Jamie Fraser is the king of all men. And it's not.
Hello, I'm Jamie Fraser. May I fuck you now?
It's not even like he's specifically asking for consent. He's like, I want ye now. Can I take ye or can I have ye? And she says, yes.
Can I have ye?
Can I have ye?
I'm like a pirate. Hey, can I have ye?
Can I have ye?
Can I have ye or not?
I guess talking about the consent covers up the fact that I don't like talking about guys' butts, but he has a nice butt, okay?
Yeah, but isn't she like banging her husband's grandpa or something like that too? That part of the storyline?
No. She got raped by
kind of like step-parent porn a little bit.
No, her husband
Grandpa tried to rape her.
Yes. So the guy she's banging is
that's gonna make Thanksgiving awkward.
all I'm saying is I want to go back in time to 1647 and bang a Scottish guy.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, I don't blame you for that.
Randy's looking up clips now, but alongside the Outlander clips are just some hardcore anal fisting and everything else.
This girl's pants.
There's probably an Outlander porn.
I hope
like
so.
A parody porn. They usually make parody porns.
I want you so bad. Can I have ye?
Really, Shaggy? Maybe we gotta go fuck Daphne.
What were you when we first called Rafe? You were originally asking him. You were like, "Oh, is he like doing it in the bedroom, in the bathroom, like?"
Yeah, I wanted to know the location
Of what?
Where you
were J.O.
I tried to spread it around.
Do you ever do it on the dog's chair?
Sometimes I just go down and no, I don't do it on the dog's chair, but sometimes I go down in the basement. That way, it's just like that's where I know I'm going to get hit with that wave of shame right after I finish. So it's like, why not just be in a dreary environment where it feels right?
It's like shame with mildew.
I think I just fucking cranked it in an old coal chute in a basement.
He opens the door.
The right place to do it.
All right, I'm going to hand the phone over to Tina because
what was your first? I want to ask some questions now. What was the first time? Because Outlander wasn't around when you were having a sexual awakening. What was your first thing outside of your own memories and your own imagination that you remember jailing to as a child or as a pubescent?
Well, this is kind of sick. This is as an actual child. I was watching the Thorn Birds, and
Thorn Birds.
And if you don't know,
man, I kind of remember that show.
It was a mini series about a priest that fell in love with a girl, and I didn't masturbate to it, but I remember feeling in my genital area. I was like, "Oh, there's a weird feeling going on," and I want to fuck priest. Is basically what I was thinking when I was a kid.
Oh, well, who knew how easily that could have been done? Back in those days.
Well, I did I did have crushes on the priest at my school in church, but they weren't interested, unfortunately.
That's interesting.
I think it's the whole
That's interesting.
off limits daddy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sure, there's some authority, off limits, forbidden fruit type thing going on there. Now, did you do a manual first time you cranked it? Did you do a manual, or did you use an inanimate object? Because I've heard a lot of different. I feel like women. I've heard a lot of different. It's about 50-50.
Well,
I think mine was a hairbrush end or a curling iron, where I was like,
Burn her clit off.
I also did a hairbrush too, but I was like, this is fine and dandy, but like the first time I did it to completion was just my hand.
wow.
Yeah.
And I was like 24.
Well, okay. I had an ex-girlfriend tell me like she used the beak of a stuffed penguin.
Oh, yeah.
She had like a stuffed animal, and I was like, dude, if Toy Story's real, that penguin came back with some fucking stories.
Oh my. It was
If
like,
Toy Story was real and you dropped that penguin in the floor and went to school, he's like, you're not going to fucking believe what happened to me last night. He's like smoking a cigarette, his beak's all toward the shit. He's just like, I'll never eat fish again.
he's chain smoking.
Oh, you know, another time that I got excited for porn was a machine. I got some weird kinks. It was a machine fucking porn.
What?
And I was like, whoa, that's hot.
Well, now wait, was it like one of the ones where they like put a dildo on a fucking like drill press?
And it goes, yeah.
And then that fucks the girl, or was it a guy getting fucked by a lady robot?
It was a girl getting banged by a. Randy's looking up pictures. That's why I'm laughing.
A vibrating fucking machine.
Was there like a guy dressed like John Henry fucking a girl right next to the machine, trying to prove he could do it better?
No, just a straight machine.
Okay. Well,
It was
I
just
should
her
probably
in the
make that
machine?
porn. I think it would sell.
I don't even know who that is, so that's why I didn't laugh.
Whenever the railroad, there was an automated spike driver, the mythical steel driving man, John Henry, outperformed it and then died of a heart attack directly after.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so the machine took over for man. It's a metaphor, an analogy, if you will, for technology taking our jobs.
Well,
Bless his
I was
heart.
getting real hot until you started talking about all that shit. Now I'm dry as
Hey,
a
man,
bone.
if you want to fucking, just chill. If you want to fucking pogo ball, jackhammer machine, I'm all for it. If that's what you're into.
I didn't want it. I just
that-
liked it, looking at it.
Yeah, well, I got to say, that's not usually the kind of stuff you find on the first page, so you're getting deep. They don't put that on page 1. That's like page 9 of Pornhub. You got to go a little deeper to find that.
Well, all you got to do is type it in the search bar, Rafe.
Pile driver. Oh,
Pile
boy.
driver.
I guess what I'm trying to say to wrap this all up is I like a little bit of romance in my porn.
Yeah.
You know?
Me too. I like that. I do too. I'm very much into, I don't like anything where it seems like someone's being injured.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I like a little, I like a little consensual
A little love.
consensual bang bang. If I watch like a 3-person 3-way type porn, I like it when one of the people are couples and everybody seems like they're having a good time. It's never like, I don't like when they blackmail the babysitter. I don't like those type of storylines. I like it when it's when it's like a nice married couple that's like, hey, my friend's gonna bang you for your birthday, and we're all having fun.
Well, it's traditionally groups of 3 have one person that gets left out. So Rafe likes it when, it's like if everybody's getting attention, everybody's having a good time.
That's right. I like equity. I like in my 3 ways.
Well, what if the pain in some video comes from a lady saying, "Oh, I've been a bad girl. I need a spanking on my bottom."
What was that? Say that again.
Oh, fuck,
Really
that's
far away.
embarrassing.
I'm not repeating that one. Sorry.
Oh, shit. All right.
I'm going to give the phone to your gal, okay?
Okay.
Thanks for sharing with us.
No worries. Thanks for sharing my personal habits. Not my
That was all Tina.
Oh, are you mad about it?
I mean, no.
We
but
could
would
delete
it
that whole
matter if I
segment.
was?
Yeah, we'll delete that whole segment.
That whole segment. There's a whole segment dedicated to my JO habits.
Well, we just talked about porn and stuff in general.
That's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
We could cut it and release it as a Patreon.
Yeah, we'll
I'm sorry that it's more Shattered Libby's world than mine.
What?
Well, not really. We're just fucking around. We're just talking about porn. It's no big deal. We're just laughing about it.
I just don't imagine my friends J-O-ing.
Dude, whenever I mean, when I was a kid, I mean, I know it has the story, but like pre-internet, I had like a porn. Me and my buddies like broke into this old school, and the guy had a bunch of old Playboys, vintage Playboys, and Penthouse magazines.
At the
He
school?
stole like a trash bag. He stole like a trash bag full and hid it in the woods, and it was like that was might as well been buried treasure. I mean, we like made a pact. Like 4 guys were like, "All right, don't tell anyone about our stash. Don't take anything out. We double trash bag it to keep it safe from the rain and hid it in a hollow log." And then it took about 4 weeks for everyone to betray each other. Every time you go to the stash, it'd be the bag would get lighter and lighter. People were like, they were showing it to other people. People were taking the magazines, and eventually you went one day and the bag was empty, and you realized it was like a heist movie where everybody just fucking betrayed each other.
Yeah, you're all like backstabbing each other, and it's like, who's the first person that did it?
Did you take
Yeah,
one, Rafe?
Everyone's denying it. Do what?
Did you take one?
I didn't. To be honest, I didn't, because I was like scared to take it into my house.
Oh.
I
Well,
was afraid I'd get in trouble. I mean, I would go and visit the shrine.
the shrine.
You're just like an animal. You're like a 12-year-old kid jacking off in the woods. Like, you're just an animal. At that age, you're an animal. I was like 13 years old. I'm like, I guess I'll hide in this culvert and jerk off to this penthouse real quick.
Oh my God.
Like, thank God there weren't security cameras and stuff back in those days. It'd probably just be a bunch of kids out in the woods jerking off all over the place.
In their like fucking summer clothes with their like wet dog smell.
Yeah, I also had like a friend. Like the first porn I saw was not like I had a friend with an older brother, and like I didn't see a Playboy, like a tasteful nude into somebody's like dad's bathroom. It was like he's like, you ever seen Cherry magazine? It was like Cherry and Hustler, and it was like hardcore porn.
Oh.
And I was like, whoa, there's a cucumber in that lady's vagina. It was crazy.
Oh,
I don't feel
man.
I don't feel like that's where you should start off.
Yeah, that's
Like
fucking
that.
intense.
Yeah, that's some page 9 Pornhub stuff. But Cherry magazine, it was on page 1.
Oh, we're going to check it all out. Okay, baby. Well, we love you. Thanks for sharing, and I'll see you in a bit.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Well, looks like we don't have a podcast anymore. Just kidding. Looks like we got to delete all that.
Do you want to delete all of it?
No, it's fine. I didn't even say anything that scathing. What the fuck are you doing on your cell phone?
I'm sorry. I had a notification that I had to look at. I don't know if you know this, but I was viral sensation this week with Chelsea Lynn, so I kind of have to check my phone.
Were you?
Kind of have to check my phone, okay?
Was it the Rodney video?
Yes, ma'am.
So, did it start going viral on Facebook?
It started going viral on Monday on Instagram because, and I got to look up this comedian because he's coming to St. Louis, and I'm going to go to his show just so I can cuss him out. Let me look.
Because he shared it without giving you credit.
He shared it without consent. And then it was Gary Owen. So Gary Owen put it on his Instagram. Then that's where all the other celebrities started sharing it. And it was 50 Cent was the biggest one. And
get rich or die trying.
It had been screenshotted so many times that it was so fucking grainy, which made it look even more realistic.
Yeah.
And
that video, like, already was very realistic. So if you add on, like,
just grain,
the grainy ass fucking layers, you done. I didn't see it on his Instagram. I don't know why. Maybe it was oh, there it is.
There it is.
Scroll
down.
Down.
There's Chelsea's face. Whoop, back up.
Back it up. Back up, Terry.
It's the one on the right with the gal's face going.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
So on Chelsea's Facebook page, it has millions. On my Facebook page, it got up to 102 million. No, 1,200,000. 1,000,000.2.
1.2 million.
Yes, that number. And then Facebook deleted it.
Why?
Because they are monsters and they constantly fuck with me.
Why did they delete it?
It goes against community's guidelines. Or whatever.
What goes against it?
I don't know. They don't tell you.
How is Chelsea still up, though?
It doesn't. There's so many stolen ones all out and about with millions and millions of views. This is why I don't get so many followers when I go viral. Because people don't know it's me. They recognize Chelsea. They're like, oh, that's Trailer Trash Tammy. People don't know that that's me. So they don't know to come to my page and add me. Oh, that's a comedian. I want to see more of her.
Fuck, man. I can't believe they fucking took it down. Can you put it back up?
I could put it back up. I think it's in appeals right now, but because of COVID, they don't have a lot of people like actually looking at stuff. Like people probably reported it for violence or whatever. And then I guess they get a certain amount and they just take it down.
Excuse me.
And I had it monetized. So I was making money on that.
Who the fuck is reporting that? What?
Boomers?
Yeah. I mean, that reporting is like the ultimate tattletale.
Yeah. So
I am very
but
sorry
I'm
to hear
so happy that it went viral because it's one of my favorite. It is my favorite video I've ever done with Chelsea and one of my favorite things that I've done because it's just it's so like Ashley Gay and her mom.
Oh, yeah.
And it just makes me so happy.
Uh-huh. Modern day Ashley Gay and her mom.
And the little pieces that I put in that I thought were funny are pieces that people are typing in the comments, which makes me so happy. Like they get it.
Yeah.
Like when I'm like share on a GoFundMe site, people will type
latching on to that.
And it makes me so happy. And Chelsea just saying, "Look at the little eyes! Look at the little eyes!"
Look at the little eyes!
Just destroys me. And Chelsea was so mad in that video. It's so
oh yeah, dude, her face
funny.
is red as fuck.
So I mean, we just put our all into it.
Wait, you put you get an A for effort. I'll tell you. I'm glad it went viral because that shit's good. Hey, Gary Owen shared it. I mean, Gary Owen, that's cool. He stole it. But
Gary Owen probably thinks it's real too, which is
50 Cent.
50 Cent shared it. Didn't tag us, which is great. Also,
did you DM him and say, "Excuse me"?
No, but I DM'd. There's a bunch of UFC fighters that shared it too that have millions of followers, and I DM'd them. Of course, they didn't. Oh, Baller Alert had it on there too. That's when it really took off. Baller Alert.
What the fuck's Baller Alert?
A big Instagram page.
Wow.
And they did tag us. I sent them a message. Chelsea sent them a message, and they did tag us. What's wrong?
Nothing. I was just looking.
2.6 million. Is that
50 cents? What
50
was his
cents.
what was his caption?
His caption was Roger gonna get it. And then put 2 hashtags, one for his
Hold on, he said Roger gonna get it?
Rodney,
oh,
I'm
Rodney.
I always call him Roger accidentally. Those 2 hashtags are alcohol that he's selling. So basically he, which is fine, whatever.
Looks like Chelsea popped in and tried to
We
let him
all
know what's
did.
up.
Then Chelsea made a video about 50 Cent freaking put our video up. So then we have hundreds of people a day now coming in and saying, tag Chelsea Lynn and Libby Higgins.
That's good.
Yeah. He won't. He doesn't tag anyone.
No, dude, but I like that she's like, hey, excuse me, you better fucking tag us. And like in the comments, she's like, just letting you know, this is me and Libby Higgins. That's good.
Love it.
Let them know. Tell them what's up.
So I did my first mukbang as Crystal.
Mukbang is just eating, right?
Eating, yes.
Yeah.
And I did those as Carla, but I called them food reviews in the car.
Yeah.
But I wanted to change the format where I could do it with the phone sitting instead of me having to hold it, which I like. I like that. But it's been getting a good response, which I like because I really like that character, which is essentially all my characters are the same person with a different wig. But that doesn't matter.
I think it's great. I love Crystal. Crystal's fun.
She's a nice gal, you know.
Crystal should go to Crystal's.
Ooh, I love crystals.
It's fucking good. Isn't Rallies and Crystals related?
I don't know. Rallies
is
and
it
White Castle.
Crystals and
Crystals and White Castle.
Checkers.
Crystals is like White Castle.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. It's got those little, it's Crystal with the K. Give me one of them Crystal burgers.
Each one of our original Crystals features diced onions. Okay, yeah.
Rallies and Checkers are the same. And
That's what it is. Rallies and Checkers.
oh, God, I got to get me a Crystal burger.
I'm sorry. Did it just put the exact time it is right now on their website? I don't fucking like that. Crystal, spelled with a K. God, that's trashy. I love it. Oh.
I'm going to drive. I think the closest one is probably Tennessee or Arkansas. I'm going to
So
drive
I'll
there.
be there doing that tonight.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Well, guess I got my night cut out for me. That's literally the epitome of the White Castle movie. That is.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's literally what happens in the White Castle movie.
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Because they get high and want to go to White Castle. That's it.
Love
and they
it.
don't have one locally. That they just don't have any more locally owned White
I ain't trying to
Castles.
copy off them, you know. I
No.
ain't trying to copy.
But what I will be doing is heading out tonight for a trip to Crystal.
Crystal.
So-
It's Crystal at Crystal.
Oh, boy. Well, what a time.
Breath tastes so bad.
Well, I can't wait till you get that thing fixed. Just kidding.
The hole
I love
is
you
still
no matter
open.
what. I can't.
I kind of like
I don't
it.
even. It doesn't even bother me.
I've kind of like grown to like it.
Well, and I mean, I know that you can still eat food and it not be an issue. I mean, I know people can eat food without teeth because Bo, our dog, does it every day.
Sometimes I eat without my bottom denture.
And you just let it rub up on your gummies.
I just go like an old gal.
Oh my God. Can you send me a video of that? I'd love to see that.
You don't want to see it.
I don't. Kitty be relaxing.
This episode went by too fast.
Too quick, brother. We were just chatting it up, talking about fucking doing some act outs.
Did we do act outs?
Today's an X. Yeah, dude, I did my 69.
Oh, that's right.
I did my pussy hole act out. Not an act out. I touched my pussy. It's not an act out if you actually touched it, okay?
That was good object work.
Thank you so much. Well, it's very simple because it's my pussy.
A pussy. Love
it.
That's about the age I was in love with a priest on a mini-series called Thorn Birds.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to have to go back and watch it and see just how creepy it is.
See if I come. Well, been having a tough time coming tonight, so I'm going to just watch Thorn Birds and call it a night. Drive up to Crystal's, about 7 hours away, and then head back home. Watch Thorn Birds on Hulu on my cell phone on the drive back, and hopefully I can come.
Oh, well.
All right. Well, we did some good stuff today.
Thanks, Randy, for Googling all our things, even though your Google search is
tainted.
At some point going to be presented in a court of law, and you're going to have to explain yourself.
You will.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll come to court and say that we made you do that.
I'll come to court and suck whoever I got to.
Oh, thanks.
I'll come to court and do all the court drawings.
Hey, here's me winking. Okay, here's me. This is me.
Here's me winking.
This is me winking. This is me coming.
I close my eyes when I come.
I keep my eyes wide open while I come. And cut. Just kidding.
Really?
Not yet. You do that.
Did you see how I was like, what?
That's like the face you made when we surprised you with the GoFundMe. Shit was fucking
I
good.
haven't. At some point, I will make a statement. Haven't made it yet about thanking people.
Cool.
I got that $3,000 worth of weed whenever you're ready.
Oh, damn.
That's what Libby's buying with it.
That buys him a whole
Yeah, right. dude.
nugget.
$3,000 of weed would fucking Libby'd be institutionalized.
I'd be dead.
She'd be a goner. She'd jump off a bridge.
I'd be like, woo, pass away. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening.
Oh, thank you guys so much for listening. Gary Owen, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. And cut. I like how he has to go to a separate thing to play Marcy's fart.
Yeah.
She's got her own soundboard.
Long.
Holy shit. Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm about to go take me one of those.
All right.
Love y'all.
Bye-bye. You shitting? You shitting?